Hello, and good morning. Welcome to today's Craftersation. As always, I invite you to pause if you need to, or step away and get your craft. Although I'll be honest, today, if you want to just sit there and listen and zone out and not be productive, I think that's okay too. I don't have any past projects to show you because everything I'm doing is in progress, and I've been a little bit off my making game, just, doing other stuff. It's spring, like well into spring. I don't think we can pretend it's anything else at this point. No false winter or third winter or weak spring, whatever you want to call it. We're well and truly in it. So I've been planting like crazy, and I'm a chaos gardener, by the way. I do not do detailed plans of garden beds. I generally don't try to plant the same thing in a garden bed twice because, parasites might be there. But I kind of just cast the seed, and if they are strong enough to germinate, then they deserve to do so. I'm not trying to live off my garden. I'm sure I would take it much more seriously if that were the case. But I garden mostly for fun, and because I like literally having my hands in nature. So I've been doing a lot of that. My lower back is ever so grateful, by the way, that I've hit in the gardening hot and heavy this year. And yeah, just life stuff. So I've got stuff in progress, but nothing finished to show you. I guess I can show you what I'm working on. So this is a commission. It's actually a design I've done before for my cousin. And now my husband's cousin has requested the design for their new house. So, poor thing. This project has gotten pushed off since before the holidays. Because the holidays are just so crazy busy. And so I finally decided it is time. She deserves to have her book done. Because God only knows how long it's going to take to get it to ship to Canada, which is its eventual destination. So yeah, that's where I'm at today. And I'll be honest, I'm feeling tired today. Sometimes my productivity is energizing. Sometimes my productivity is exhausting. I saw a reel, and it was, I don't even remember what generation it was making fun of. If it was Gen X or Millennials. It doesn't matter, because apparently I'm in that, narrow overlap between the two. Xennials, I guess we are called. The forgotten stepchild of generations. So anyway, I don't remember what generation it was making fun of, but it was a guy going off about how is it any surprise that we're stressed out, overly anxious adults when we grew up at a time when our entire worth was measured by how well we did in school and how many extracurriculars we had and how busy we kept ourselves. And in my head, I've been calling that toxic productivity, kind of like a toxic positivity. And I definitely think I've got that. I have a very hard time just letting myself exist. And when I do take those moments, I then feel guilt, I guess. It's like a weak form of guilt. I should have been doing something else. I could have been doing something more with my time. I have to go make up for it somehow by being productive. It's exhausting. Not just the productivity, but the mental game of constantly assessing what could I be doing with my time right now. don't mind the productivity. Like, I like getting stuff done. I like doing things. I take pride in the things that I accomplish. But I guess it'd be nice if I didn't feel the internal pressure to always be on. So yeah, if you don't want to craft, if you're like, no, I'm just sitting, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, my tea, some other beverage of choice that makes you happy, then do so. Some of the things that I choose to take on in my attempt to be toxically productive. Toxically? I'm not sure if that's a word. It's okay. So this list is by no means inclusive because I'm probably going to forget something. But let's see. Ways that I keep myself toxically productive. Mind you, these are all choices, right? I'm not a victim here. I've chosen to do these things because I either felt that they were important or I actually legitimately enjoy them. Doesn't mean they take any less energy to do, though. So, I chose to be a wife. I chose to be a mother. I chose to be a teacher. I choose to dance twice a week. I choose to do yoga at the very least every day that I'm not dancing. I have chosen to keep chickens and tend to them, as well as dogs and cats. I have chosen to try to grow things on my property, both for pollinators and for human consumption, in as biologically friendly a way as possible. I choose to keep a sourdough starter and make my own bread. I don't think we've bought a loaf of bread in over a year at this point. I choose to, on occasion, make my own personal hygiene products like hair oils, scalp sprays, lotions, soaps, lip balm, things like that. That includes making my own infused oils from things that I grow on my property like marigold, calendula, lavender, rose petals, those kinds of things. I choose to run my side business, the book folding, which includes any amount of the social media self-marketing, keeping up the Etsy shop, posting things on Instagram, on YouTube, Pinterest, Twitter, plus my own, keeping in touch with family and friends through my own personal Facebook. I have recently decided to start the endeavor of starting a Substack, which has nothing to do with my crafting, but everything to do with, I think, how I became the woman that I am today. And it's going to share kind of some sentimental stories of my summers in the Sierra Nevadas as my grandmother's summer companion. Some of the best memories that I have growing up. And mind you, that's saying a lot because I had an amazing childhood, beginning to end. And so the fact that my summers stand out above and beyond the rest of my childhood, I was blessed, to put it lightly. So I've chosen to do that, to start a Substack, which is writing, which is something that I used to do all the time. elementary school, middle school, high school, even into college, I never didn't have something in progress. Poetry, short stories. I love the written word. I love to read. I think reading and writing just naturally kind of fed each other. So, try to get another endeavor off the ground. If you're interested, by the way, shameless plug. I'll give you my Substack information in the video description today. So if you're on Substack, feel free to subscribe and see what I'm doing there too. Let's see, what else do I choose to do to keep myself busy? Oh yeah, I crochet and cross stitch, right? I've got a crochet commission actually in progress right now too. So when I'm done with this butterfly book fold, my energy will go into finishing the crochet commission for a friend. Yeah, I don't know, it seems like a lot. But I find those things rewarding. I think they keep me healthy. I think they give me a sense of purpose. I think they allow me to leave the world, even my small little corner of it, a little better than it was before. I'd like to think. Maybe that's prideful. I don't know. But sometimes it's exhausting. And I envy cats. And thanks to my sister now, pandas, with their ability to just exist in their space and to revel in just existing and doing nothing. So, whether you chose to craft in these last few minutes or whether you chose to be beautifully unproductive, although maybe resting isn't unproductive. Maybe resting is an internal productivity that we all need to make time for. I guess I'll add it to my calendar. So cheers, and happy crafting or resting, whatever the day brings you. Thanks for hanging out.